Assalamu alaikum students. Today our lesson is about vocabulary. We would be working on Unit 1, Pippi Longstocking, and we would be needing Oxford English Book 4, page number 2, 3 and 4. It will take us approximately 70 minutes to complete the tasks today. Make sure you have your books, notebooks, pencils, sharpeners and erasers ready with you. So you do not have to get up and look for these things during the lesson. Now, by the end of today's lesson, we would be able to guess the contextual meanings of the difficult words, recognize the meanings of difficult words, and also use the given words and phrases in the sentences. So, let's get started. Now, students, before we move on with the lesson, let's recap what we studied in the previous lesson about Pippi Longstocking. Now, what do you remember? What was the name of Pippi's house? Yes, Pippi's house was named VL3. What was unusual about Pippi? Yes, she had carrot color hair and she had strange appearance. She was wearing clothes which had patches in it, and she was very bright and bubbly, and also she had a monkey sitting on her shoulder. What did Pippi look like? She looked very unusual. She had red carrot hair and she had a button nose. You can add something that there as well. She had a nose like potato, remember? What lies did Pippi tell? Now you have to look at the book again and come up with the stories that she told. Yes, she told stories like the people in Egypt walked backwards and she lived in a place where everybody lied from morning till noon. Was there any other lie that she told? You can add and you can tell your teacher. What tells you that Pippi's pet monkey was very polite? Yes, when the monkey bowed politely, that tells us that it was a very polite creature. Well done, guys. You remember the story. Now, students, what do you think is the meaning of the word remarkable? How can you make the guess about the meaning of the word? When you were reading the story about the little girl, this is what we read. Just then, the gate of Villa Venacola opened and the little girl stepped out. She was the most remarkable girl Tommy and Annika had ever seen. She was Miss Pippi Longstocking out for her morning walk. This is the way she looked. Her hair, the color of the carrot, was braided in two tight braids that stuck straight out. Her nose was the shape of a very small potato and was dotted all over with freckles. Remember, this was the strange description of the girl Pippi. How do we know the meaning of the word remarkable? We look at the sentence before and after the word remarkable. The amazing way that Pippi looked tells us that the word remarkable means amazing and astonishing. So, whenever we are guessing the contextual meaning of a certain word, it depends on the part of the text it is located in. We look at what is before the word and we look at what is after the word. And we also look at the surrounding words to come up with the correct meaning, just like we did with the word remarkable. Here in this slide again, you can take a look at the word remarkable. Look at its surrounding words. Look at how it all started. First, the writer is talking about the little girl stepping out. Then he explains what she looks like. This tells you that the meaning of this word remarkable is amazing and fascinating. Now guys, let's try another one. Let's look at this sentence and see if we are able to guess the meaning of the two words that are written in red. They were standing there considering what they should do and wondering whether it was going to be one of those dull days when they couldn't think of anything to play. Now, what could be meaning of the words considering? Now, somebody is standing in a certain place and they are imagining and looking at what is around them. When you look at certain things around you, what do? Yes, you take everything that is there into account, you see what is around you, and then you come up with a certain decision. And what about the word wondering? Yes, when you are taking everything into account, what are you doing then afterwards? You are taking everything into account, you are looking at your surroundings, and what are you doing when you're doing all this? Yes, you are thinking, you are curious. That is good. Now, guys, your book has a special column of words to know. Now, go to your books and read that part of your book and take 5 minutes and tell your teacher what meanings you have found and what have you understood from those meanings. Now, let's see. After knowing the meaning of the words that are already there in the book, let's try to find the meaning of these 6 words: admitted, lying, wicked, continued, excuse, and politely. Let's see if we can find out the meanings of these words. Now, guys, look at these 2 underlined words and try to guess their meanings. Now, pause the video over here and try to make a guess by looking at the surrounding words. Well done. Admitted means accepted. Lying means telling some false story or something that is not true. Good job, guys. Now, students, let's try again. Let's check out what is the meaning of these 2 words, wicked and continued. Now, take your time and read the sentences around these words and try to guess the meaning. You can pause the video here if you want to. Yes, wicked means wrong or naughty. Somebody who's doing something that is not morally correct and something that is a little bit naughty. Continued means ongoing, something that has not stopped yet. It is continuing, it is moving on, it is going on. That is what it means. Well done, guys. Good job. Now let's try again. Now let's try to find the meaning of these 2 words, excuse and politely. Now what could be the meaning of these 2 words? Excuse, yes, it means to forgive or to give somebody a little bit of patience or tolerate somebody's behavior. Politely means respectfully. Good job. Now, guys, take out your Oxford English book 4 and go to page number 6, exercise B. Now use these words and phrases in your sentences. Now remember, you cannot copy the phrases or the sentences from the book. You have to make sentences of your own, because if we copy from somewhere, then that becomes cheating. The sentences can be wrong and your teacher can help you correct them, but you cannot copy them from anywhere. Best of luck. Take 15 minutes to complete your work and then tell your answers to the teacher. Now let's talk about homework. Now guys, on page number 6, exercise A, question number 3, you have to do that work in your notebooks. And your homework too is that you have to use these words in your sentences. Again, remember, they must not be copied from anywhere. The sentences must be your own. Submit your work to your teacher as she tells you to do so. Before we sign off, let's wrap up our work today. What did you learn today? Yes, we all learned that how to guess meanings of the difficult words by looking at the words surrounding it. And now, just to see whether you are able to use these words in your sentences, try to use these 3 words in your sentences. Remember, the sentences have to be your own. Your teacher is waiting. Tell her your sentence. Have a great day.